feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you.
All right, Coach. Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, squeeze. Get in there now. Joker. Check 15.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Set, ready. Hey, no more.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Jack.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
You better bring it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 or.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Charlie. Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. 50's the money.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stick. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming. Ready?
Stick back to pass. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Waiting on it will be Richie James. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Hey, exit. Let's go, bye.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Hey. Get it.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
18 Gator.
Check. On the ball.
Hey, orbit.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Rip left. Shift.
Now.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Watch the slats.
Yep.
Football's the mic.
On 3rd down, Gordon.
Let's go.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So they get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Set, ready, 90, Wolf.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check 24.
But
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front. Behind them, you can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought...
You.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Just completed 84 hours.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
What's up, guys?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
How the new days come.
Man.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
2nd and 10. Completes it to Lee. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Running back fucking him up.
Yo, Ty ain't got no shame.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Oh, hell no, because he got Tyreek fast as hell, and then with Pat Mahomes, when you throw an extra 10 yards or whatever, he was throw it out and Tyreek can go get it. That's what he kept doing.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Josh Lambo will attempt the field goal. He's a former Charger, remember, back in their San Diego days. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And he was like, yeah, it's the only way to go. And he threw up that bullshit. I said, oh my God. I said, you're on the wrong side of 1911. He wrote back. He was like, and he talked back. He's like, nah, I'm on the right side. I said, nah. And then there was a Delta in there, and she was like,
the Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
This nigga thinks
an incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick.
Wow.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
The back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
I'm screaming too.
Kyler Murray got 2 touchdowns already. 2 scrambling touchdowns. Read options killing him.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's Stick looking to throw, and he whips that one incomplete there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Mike, go.
Inside
ain't no such
zone.
thing as a loss. We take 5.
Stick from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll look to set up his blockers.
Man, I hate this shit. Well, I'm working too much. That's the problem. Because
21 yards. Well done on the return.
What are you talking about?
And possession
Jerry.
will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Oh, man, I'm working too much, man. I'm over this shit.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
What school you at? The same one you teach at?
Nah.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
He can't go back to that school.
Yeah,
I can.
Yeah, them teachers gonna get you.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier
I'm talking about the teacher used to mess with.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's just us.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense.
That's one thing about me.
But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right.
And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
And then when we fall off, it's
Marquise Lee.
Yeah, I'm cool with
his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
As a fan, is there anything
just like now, there's a chick
that's
in the police academy.
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Matter of fact, when I met her, she was
like, now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna last too long.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
She asking about all that day stuff. So yeah, you trying to be a cop? I can't do that.
There's only one sheriff in this house.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to put from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stick looks to throw.
She might try to get back on the good side.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
50 the mic.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 50. Rabbit.
Man, what's up with your girl Bianca?
Stick looks to throw it again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
She hit me up earlier
trying to the former Maryland Terp.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football into a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Bravo.
Don't be out here like Evan denying your girl.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long.
Huh? He said she's weird.
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
Oh, yeah.
As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Brett Kern now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. The Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
That's why I was in the chat the other day.
An update from Denver.
How many
and
times
the
have y'all
Titans
woken
dominant.
up together?
They have added to their totals in that one.
And then
I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Answer that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Yeah, he said yeah.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
She got a toothbrush at his crib.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Took 8 yards back.
Now!
Mike's 50! Record!
Leo! Ready?
1st and 10, stick. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Oh, it was less than 20 yards. We don't sell for all 4 weekends.
Buy that $20 VC package.
I bought the lucky
70 Indy.
$26.
Off play action, it's stick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I just wanted to surprise you that you know this.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about
this
the 32.
Got suspended. Well, not suspended. He told people he was proud of her.
Looking left side, and he's got a man.
Like, she was like, I'm sick of you.
And
he was like, I'm sick of you, too.
But able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw.
Yeah. So
and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Won't hurt me.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something something to get you off to a quick start.
I love you.
44. Pilot, 64. Weak.
It's going to hurt me just as much as it's going to hurt you.
Throwing on second down. Stick. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's all he's going to do. I watched that nigga play.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
50 points.
I think it's pretty
Well,
evident.
they
We
did.
can say what a difference a week
Shit,
makes.
not
Last
even
week,
overtime.
he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Get that quarterback smooth. Get that quarterback.
Stick back to pass. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5 now. Stick got his man. It's Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
They just gave this nigga this bullshit. Wow.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
A shotgun throw for Stick, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. I saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 10-yard line.
Ready? Now to go. Sweetheart.
Fuck off me.
Check 25. Check 25. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
2nd and 9 now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Yeah, they did that in the last update, didn't they?
On head-to-head, though.
Fournette on the counter. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Marquise Lee, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Why the fuck did I not get the ball?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Wow, this fucking game.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fakes and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Watch the screen. Share.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
60 outlaw. Recon, 132 fighters.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
I should know by,
this is fielded a couple yards deep.
I'm guessing Friday. That's why I get them data
And he's
too.
up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
How many
evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Just that one.
Oh.
You was doing
me and my mom went over there to eat. Me and her
On the
stepped
double.
up.
Mike 50. Who that?
On 2nd and 9, Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The fuck?
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over
when you play
with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Why does she say mixtape?
He changed the name.
Oh, he changed the name.
Yeah. That dude, and somebody signed him in the offseason. I know you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, mixtape. Yeah, running back.
Here we go. Go.
Yeah, that running back.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
You don't want this. Check 99. Check no.
So you're not going to give me that.
That nigga should have fumbled.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
49's the mic. Rock 49. Focus, defense, focus. What's the aim?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he will not be able to get the 1st as he can get this only down to the 5.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists in their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now stick for Keenan Allen. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Back.
Here's Eckler. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll throw on 2nd down his stick. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Ain't much you can do about it when this motherfucker damn.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... You know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Motherfucker.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags.